There are a large number of research themes related to fisheries science and climate change, and the field is growing by leaps and bounds every year as the issue becomes more complex and more pressing. We're trying to figure out what the likely impacts are going to be on the fish stocks themselves as temperature changes, on the ecosystem, as well as the fishing communities that are going to be impacted by climate change. Some of the most important research themes related to fisheries science and climate change involve assessing the likely impacts to fish stocks, commercial and recreational fish stocks, as well as the ecosystem as a whole, and then also fishing communities. We know that as the climate changes, as the oceans get warmer, and as the oceans rise, this is going to have a tremendous impact on habitat, on sea surface temperature. Some of the fish will be able to adapt more easily than others. And just trying to get some sense as to how this is going to change the fish that are captured, as well as the prey, the predators, the communities that are involved, the fish communities and other species involved, but then also the human communities, the fishing communities, the processing plants, and the people that rely on the fish. All this is tremendously complex and extremely important. There's a huge biological, economic, and sociological impacts that are involved. I think climate change is increasing the number of career opportunities in fisheries science. I think it's an extremely important topic, and there's going to be more and more money put into this field, trying to understand what the impacts are going to likely be and trying to mitigate the impacts as much as possible. I also think that we're looking at new kinds of careers in fisheries science that involve predicting environmental change and how the environmental change is likely to impact the fisheries. So you're going to see more geography, meteorology, oceanography, all of these fields working together with fisheries even more than they have in the past. The future is extremely bright for fisheries science career opportunities. There's always going to be a need to manage fisheries so that they're sustainable, and that need is increasing all of the time. Fisheries need to be regulated. Data needs to be collected so this can be done. Assessments need to be done. As we move into ecosystem management, which is going to be increasingly important, there's going to need to be more and more research and science done to support that kind of management. And so there's nothing but opportunities ahead for students that want to go into this field. There are a large number of international opportunities in fisheries science available. Not only does virtually every country have their own fisheries management agencies, they hire local citizens with backgrounds in this field, but there are plenty of international organizations, international forums like ICAT, the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas, ICES, the International Council for Exploration of the Sea. Every region of the world has a fisheries forum that involves multiple countries in that region that hires fisheries scientists. There are NGOs, environmental groups, other non-governmental organizations that hire fisheries scientists. There are consulting firms that hire fisheries scientists. All of these work on an international scale. So once again, tremendous opportunities. For students who speak multiple languages, have a diverse background, understand local cultures, there's no end to the job possibilities. The National Marine Fisheries Service Recruiting, Training, and Research Program at the University of Florida is the only program of its kind in the country. It's designed to recruit and identify really top undergraduate and graduate students from around the country and bring them into the field of population dynamics and stock assessment. We're looking for the country's strongest quantitative students, so students with an amazing math and statistics background who are also interested in ecology and marine science. And we have workshops for undergraduate students, we've got summer programs for master's students, and we have graduate fellowships for master's and PhD students. So great opportunities. There are a lot of jobs for quantitative fishery scientists. We can't find enough people with this background for the need in the country. So if you go into this field, you're very likely to be able to get a job and get a good one. So like I said, we're trying to find the best and the brightest. The advice I'd give students who are interested in a fishery science career, there are a couple of things. I think making contact with people in the field, in the career right now, and asking them what kinds of courses they should be taking, what kind of research opportunities they should be taking to strengthen their background as much as possible, to give them better opportunities in graduate school, better opportunities for careers. I think that would be really handy. The more actual research experience they have as undergraduates and graduate students, the better off they're going to be. I personally think that the more quantitative background they have, so the more math and statistics they have, the better off they're going to be. Lots of people want to go out in the field and play with fish and catch fish. There aren't that many who actually can design experiments and analyze data. Those are the people that are getting hired. Those are the ones that are those are the ones that are getting paid the most. So if you have those kind of skills, you're not afraid of doing that, you're going to do really well.